Hello viewers and subscribers, welcome to my Jacobs Green Death review of the Jacobs Review Show of Green Death, 6-part episodes of Jon Pertwee's Doctor Who, of Doctor Who era basically. Green Death, okay, Green Death, oh my gosh, great send-off with Jo Grant. Basically, it was Jo Grant's final six episodes with Jon Pertwee's Doctor, because basically I just love this episode. It was a good send off for Jo Grant. How basically the Doctor wanted to go to Metabenus 3, this planet called Metabenus 3, which is really quite cool. And Jo Grant wanted to help this professor guy, Professor Davis, basically kind of stop chemicals happening to the world, pollution to the world basically. So I love the whole Jo Grant wanting to help this professor, which is really quite cool. And basically the Doctor doesn't go with him until basically there's this certain scene where Jo Grant and the Brig go to the mine factory place, and Jo Grant is with this guy called Bird, basically, and they go down to the mine shaft, and Jo Grant and Bert basically end up going down to the mine, and something's wrong with the mine shaft lift, and it basically, what happens is, it kind of stops working, and they get trapped down in the mine, where basically Jo and Bert are trapped, and there's this whole green chemical that's infecting people. Basically, so I love the whole, there's this chemical thing that people don't know what it is that's infecting the miners basically. So I love the whole chemical thing of people not knowing what this type of chemical is. So I love that about the 6-part episodes of Green Death. Also, I love the Doctor in this episode, because Jon Pertwee's Doctor is such a crack up. I love how in one scene, Yates is undercover, because trying to figure out what's wrong with this global chemical type company, and basically Yates goes undercover, and the Doctor isn't allowed in because he keeps on trying to tell the boss guy, basically Stevenson's, that basically what they're doing is basically wrong in a certain way. So I love that. And basically the Doctor they say if the Doctor comes back there will be consequences for the Doctor, and so he comes back and he dresses up at first as an old guy, as an old grandpa. And then basically the Doctor dresses up as an old woman, and I love the old woman scene, and he goes, "Here, have a handbag," and passes the handbag to Yates, which I cracked up laughing in that bit. It was hilarious. Also, basically, the professor that Jo Grant is basically going to get married to. Yes, Jo Grant's about to get married because he proposes to her in the end and says, "Will you get married to me?" Which I love how she basically says yes and moves on from the Doctor and starts her own life basically. So I love that. With Jo Grant, and basically, as I was saying, the professor kind of gets the poison of that chemical in him, and he kind of gets that green stuff on his neck, but he actually finds out the cure because of Jo, because Jo accidentally spills something onto the testing subject things, the testing things, and what do you know? It's the cure. So I love that, how basically worked out that Joe discovered the cure, basically how to stop the Green Death. Which I love about Joe. Joe was an awesome companion. This was a great send off to Joe. Great, like full on great send off. I loved Green Death, 6-part episodes, and I can't wait to review the end of Jon Pertwee's Doctor, and start with Sarah Jane Smith with Jon Pertwee's Doctor. So hope you viewers and subscribers of the Galaxy Man Show channel like this review of basically Green Death. I thoroughly enjoyed Green Death. There's not really much to say about it now, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and old classic Doctor Who is really starting to take a shine on me, so I'm starting to love old classic, and yeah, basically, so can't wait to start doing reviews about Sarah Jane with Jon Pertwee's Doctor, and then start my Tom Baker reviews. So hope you viewers and subscribers enjoyed this again, and thank you guys for tuning in and watching my Doctor Who of the Jacobs Review Show reviews of Doctor Who, because more people talking about Doctor Who the better on YouTube these days, and it helps the show progress basically for New Who and to what it is these days. So thank you viewers and subscribers again, and see you guys for more reviews of Doctor Who later on. Bye for now.